What's up, Broncos country? Can you smell that freshly cut grass and feel the weight of the pads at training camp? The 2025 season is right around the corner, and our defense is sharpening its claws. But hold up. One of our generals, someone who's the heart of this defense, gave us a scare at practice. Is he out? Is the Orange Crush about to crumble? Stick with me. We're diving deep into what's happening at Broncos camp. Denver Broncos family, let's get straight to the point. On Monday, during one of the most intense practices of training camp, Alex Singleton, our starting linebacker and tackling machine, left the field with an injury. That's right. The guy who defines grit, who led the team in tackles in 2022 and 2023, gave fans a serious scare. The bombshell news: he broke his thumb. Just imagine Broncos country, our general with his hand immobilized, having to leave the field. Chills, right? But take a breath. Coach Sean Payton brought us some relief. He confirmed that Singleton had surgery on Tuesday to repair the thumb, and he's expected back at practice in about a week. That's right, just 1 week. Our linebacker isn't one to sit around, and he's already locked in on the season, ready to come back with a club on his hand and keep wrecking opposing offenses. Tell me, Broncos fans, who else is counting down the days to see Singleton back in action? Alex Singleton. He's a 31-year-old linebacker with the energy of a hungry rookie. He arrived in Denver in 2022 after stints in the CFL and with the Philadelphia Eagles, and he's been the motor of our defense ever since. 163 tackles in 2022, and in 2023, a jaw-dropping 177 tackles. That's not even counting his tackles for loss, and that instinct to always be near the ball. Off the field, he's a natural leader. Even after a severe knee injury in Week 3 of 2024, Singleton was nominated for the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year for his leadership and community impact. He's the kind of guy who inspires teammates and makes fans believe no game is out of reach. Now in 2025, he's back, knee-healed, and ready to form a killer duo with newcomer Dre Greenlaw. Just imagine this defense: Broncos country, Singleton at Mike, Greenlaw at Will, chasing down opponents like it's the last snap of their lives. Gives you goosebumps, right? But let's be real. Missing Singleton for a week is still a challenge. Training camp is where the defense takes shape, where adjustments are made, and losing a guy like him, even temporarily, means the rest of the roster needs to step up. And that's exactly what happened. Sean Payton highlighted Lavelle Bailey, a second-year linebacker who's making the most of every snap. Payton said Bailey has had some really good days in camp, and that's music to our ears. A hungry young gun is just what we need to keep this defense deep. On top of that, the team is dealing with another hit. Linebacker Drew Sanders injured his foot and will be out for 4 to 6 weeks. With Singleton and Sanders sidelined, names like Justin Sternad and rookies Lavelle Bailey, J.B. Brown, and Kareem Reed are getting more reps. It's a golden opportunity for these guys to prove they can hold their own in the NFL. And one thing we know, Sean Payton doesn't play around. He's watching every detail, shaping a defense that could be one of the league's best in 2025. So, Broncos country, what do you think of these young linebackers? Could one of them surprise us and become a key piece in our defensive scheme? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Broncos fans always have the hottest takes. Now let me explain why Singleton's quick return is the kind of news that makes you jump off the couch. Our linebacker isn't just a tackling machine, he's the brain of the defense. As the Mike linebacker, he wears the green dot on his helmet. That means he's the one receiving calls from coordinator Vance Joseph and aligning everyone on the field. Losing someone like that for too long would be like losing your quarterback on defense. Complete chaos. But more than that, Singleton brings contagious energy. He's the kind of player who'd probably suit up for a playoff game with a broken thumb. In 2024, he played 2/3 of a game with a torn ACL before they realized how bad it was. That's the kind of grit that makes Empower Field at Mile High erupt. And now, with him returning in a week, We can already dream about him leading the charge against the Chiefs, Chargers, and anyone else who dares challenge the Broncos. Listen, Broncos family, 2025 has the vibe of a special season. With Bo Nix developing at quarterback, Courtland Sutton signing a new deal, and defensive reinforcements like Dre Greenlaw and Talanoa Hufanga, this team is hungry for the playoffs. And Singleton is a central piece of that puzzle. A defense with him and Greenlaw? That's a unit that can stop any offense in the AFC West, even the so-called unstoppable Chiefs. But for that to happen, we need Singleton at 100%. The good news? A broken thumb with a club on his hand won't stop a guy like him. Payton has already said Singleton and Greenlaw are smart players, and this duo has everything it takes to become one of the most feared in the NFL. Picture it, Singleton hunting down the running back at the line of scrimmage, while Greenlaw charges the quarterback. That's the kind of play that makes the stadium shake and the opponents tremble. So Broncos country, who do you think will be the bigger nightmare for offenses? Singleton with his tackles or Greenlaw with his speed? Drop your answer below. We know Broncos fans never hold back. Of course, not everything is perfect. Singleton's injury, even if short-term, shows how depth is crucial. With Sanders out longer, the team is really testing its linebacker rotation. That's both good and bad. Bad, because no one wants to see starters get hurt. Good, because it gives young players a chance to prove they can hang in the NFL. Lavelle Bailey, for example, is starting to turn heads, and he could be a secret weapon when the season kicks off. Plus, the team brought in 4 linebackers for tryouts on Tuesday, showing that Payton and the front office are staying alert. They know a strong defense needs options, especially in a long physical season, but with Singleton coming back soon, the confidence is high. He's the kind of player who elevates everyone around him, and that's priceless in a game like football. So tell me, Broncos country, are you feeling the blue and orange energy of this defense? Then be part of the family. If you're a true Denver Broncos fan, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss a single video. Here, we live and breathe this team, and you don't want to miss this journey to the playoffs. Let's ride. Look, family, I'll be honest. When I saw the news about the broken thumb, my heart sank a little. Singleton is the kind of player who makes a difference, not just with stats, but with the soul he puts on the field. But knowing he'll be back in a week, that puts a huge smile on my face. I truly believe 2025 is the year the Broncos defense silences the doubters. What do you think? Will Singleton come back even more fierce? Drop your predictions in the comments. And hey, Broncos country, if you were Sean Payton, what would you do? Give the rookies more snaps or play it safe until Singleton is back? Let us know your strategy in the comments because Broncos fans always have a brilliant game plan. Don't forget to smash that like button, share the video with your Denver Broncos crew, and subscribe to the channel to stay locked in. Until next time, let's ride into 2025 with everything we've got. Go Broncos!